Well, hello, friends. Real quick before we kick off the episode, I have to let you know about something exciting. I am seriously considering having an upgraded version of this podcast where you get bonus episodes and exclusive content. But here's the deal, I'm trying to decide what that content and those episodes should be. I do have some ideas, and I was wondering if you could vote really quick and tell me what you think about what would entice you, what would be interesting to you to get as bonus episodes on this podcast. For example, deeper dives into topics. Maybe I'm answering questions that many of you ask about starting or growing a business. Maybe even overhearing coaching calls, something like this. It would be a paid, upgraded version of this podcast, not very expensive at all, probably just a handful of dollars a month, but it be extra content for you to help you along your journey. My whole goal is to help you build your business dream, and I would love to offer you even more because some of you are asking for it. So if you could just look down in the show notes right now, there's two ways you can give me your answers. Number one, I have a Google form with 5 quick questions. It can be anonymous. You just answer them and vote on what would be interesting to you. Or number two, I have a voice memo system. You can just click it and you could just leave a voice memo with your phone right now and just record it and tell me what kind of topics, what things would be interesting to you behind the scenes, market news, what would be things that would be extra that would be really valuable to you. So thank you all so much. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, I'm Kimberly Brock, and for the last 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. And so now I'm on a mission to help other women just like you do the exact same thing. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started. Well, hello, this is Kimberly. It's episode 75, and I am so glad that you are here today because I am talking about something pretty serious. And this is usually a fun and motivating podcast, right? I keep it real though, tell you the good and the bad with the business and my experience. Today, I want you to realize that right off the bat, no one is coming to save you. No one's coming to save you or your business. And that feels icky when I say that. And I hope that you don't take this as a negative statement, but it is an empowering one. So today, that's what I am going to talk about. If you're new here, welcome. Sorry, you showed up on a serious podcast episode here. I'm so glad you're here, though. If you're starting a business doing what you love, you are in the right place. So I'm so glad you're here. You can get some free resources. The first thing you need to do is scroll down below. I've got a handy checklist if you're a new business owner, or if you're in the idea stage and you're trying to nail down your business idea and figure out how your passions and skills meet up with a viable business, then get my free Ikigai guide. It's awesome. So get that below. And also right now, hit subscribe. If you're in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever player you're in, make sure you hit follow or subscribe, whatever it is, so that you don't miss out on any future episodes to come. And if you've been listening a while, thank you so much for being here. I want to read a quick review. This one is from Steen426. It says, very informative and straightforward. Love the straightforward to the point advice for us smaller businesses out there, but also love that there are small anecdotes of her story to help relate back to my start as a small business owner. Thank you so much, Steen426, for leaving that awesome review. And if you have been listening to this podcast and you find value in it, would you do me a huge favor and leave a 5-star review right now? Takes a half a second of your time, and it makes a big difference for me in this podcast. I'll have you know, I do not put commercials on this podcast for a reason. And as one little favor to me, if you could leave a review, I would be so grateful. So all you have to do is scroll down right now. If you're in Apple, Spotify, whatever you're in, hit the 5 stars. And if you have 30 seconds to leave a review like Steen426 did, I would be so grateful. Okay, that's it. On to the episode. Well, hello, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here today. I have to say, every now and then we need a little wake-up call. Am I right? Because sometimes when things just slap us in the face, we wake up and we change direction and we move forward and we make things happen. So I was kind of thinking about this because I was watching American Idol with my daughter the other night. Does anyone watch American Idol? I love American Idol. I love the auditions. It's actually my favorite part. And you know what I love now? They don't put goofy people as much on there, because I think in the beginning when they had the auditions, y'all agree with this? It was like almost making fun of some of the terrible auditions. And now they don't do that. It's feel good. It's talented kids. It's really uplifting. I love it. It's pretty much a family show. I can watch it with my 12-year-old. And so I love the show. But I was thinking about it the other day when I was watching it with her, how some of these kids come out from these remote towns and they've never even been on an airplane. They've never really sang in front of people, and they are uber talented. I mean, really shockingly talented. And I'm always in awe of these people that can sing so well and even write songs and play instruments while they're doing all of the above, right? It hit me that like when I'm watching them and the judges are reacting to them, that those kids that are auditioning have that moment where they feel like someone is recognizing what they've felt in their heart for so long. They've had something inside of them. They've had this secret almost that they could sing really well or that they wanted to do this. And the judges see it and they get emotional or they get excited and they tell the kids. And then the kids, you can just see them emotionally break down too, because they're like, someone's here to help me. Like I'm getting sort of discovered, right? And I think that's all of our dreams sometimes, right? We would love that moment for someone to recognize us for something that is maybe known to us that no one else knew, right? We would love that. We would love it. I even was thinking about Justin Bieber. Do y'all remember when he got discovered like however many years ago? I don't even know. It was like 20 years ago, whenever that was, 18. And someone saw him on YouTube and that's still like his manager today. I mean, literally discovered him on YouTube. Think about The Voice, the show The Voice. Do y'all watch that? Every now and then I try to catch that. And people are getting discovered. The judges are seeing something special in these contestants and literally picking them out of however many thousands of people audition, right? And I think that's all of our dreams, is that we get picked out of a crowd for something. Even if you were dating or you are dating, you know, you yearn for that feeling of another person thinking that you're beautiful or handsome or amazing or captivating, right? You yearn for that moment when there's that magic connection and recognizes something amazing in you. And this is what I want to tell you today. Is that with you and your business, we are not so lucky. We're not on American Idol. We're not on The Voice. We are not on any of those shows. And in real life, no one's coming to save us. And that's hard to hear. No one's coming to save you. I'm going to be the one to tell you today. And I'm usually the power of positive thinking here, right? I'm usually the one that'll lift you up. But today I kind of want to sit you down and just sit back for a second and realize that no one's coming to save you. No one's coming to pick you out of a crowd and go, oh my gosh, you're the most amazing business owner. You make the most amazing quilts. You make the coolest jewelry I've ever seen. You make the best body products. You are the best fitness instructor. Whatever it is, no one's coming to do that. And I just wanted to clarify this really quick as you're listening. Don't get me wrong in this conversation. I believe God is ultimately in control. I believe that we should be praying for our businesses, for discernment, for wisdom, for courage, for our clients, for growth, etc. All these things. My conversation today is about realizing that you are the one that has to take that initiative in every piece of your business, because no human being here on earth is coming to rescue and discover and blow up your business for you. You have to do it. You have to be taking courageous steps. You have to be proactive. You have to be taking action. You have to be praying for your business. Okay? You have to be doing all of these things. So as you're listening today, keep that in mind, that that is what I truly believe, but that this conversation is about the proactive steps that you should be taking to make this happen. Okay? And if you want to truly build a successful business doing what you love that allows you to make money and create impact, then it's up to you. You're in control. I did an episode, it was episode 63, why this is your time, because it was about lessons that we learned in 2020. But you have to realize every day that this is your time and this is your opportunity for more and to make progress in your life. Again, if you're just in the business idea stage, this is your time to take hold of your future. Take control of this, right? If you've just started your business, you're like just doing all the things to try to get this going, you're not even selling anything yet. It's about you taking a hold of this opportunity. If you've already gotten your business started and you're just selling items, you're on Etsy, you have your own website, maybe you have a little mobile cart you're selling, maybe you're hoping to do some kind of shows coming up with actual human beings because COVID is slowly, hopefully going to lessen, right? This is your opportunity, okay? No one's coming to pick you out of the crowd and make you the most famous business owner ever, okay? Right? So here are the 4 steps you can take to save yourself right now, okay? Number 1, assess what you haven't been doing. What does that mean? What are the things that you haven't been doing in your life that you know, because I guarantee you know them. If you just really sit down, turn off the music, turn off any telephones, your cell phone. Do we say telephone anymore? Turn off your cell phone, turn off your computer, iPad, laptop, whatever it is. Send the kids and the dogs out of the room and go, what have I not been doing that I'm mad about for myself? Right? Because there's something you've been yearning to do. You've been yearning to start a business, or you've been yearning to start getting brave, to spread the word. You've been yearning to go live. You've been yearning to send out your first email, right? There's things that you know you need to be doing that you haven't been doing to help you move forward, right? You're hoping that you hear a podcast episode of mine, or that someone tells you some awesome lesson in the Facebook group, or you sign up for some course and it's going to give you the magic formula. I'm going to tell you now, nothing will solve any of this problem of whatever's been preventing you moving forward until you decide that you're going to take action and do something different. So that is why you need to take like an inventory of yourself right now. What are the things that you haven't been doing? You haven't been living true to yourself. You haven't been taking control of your future. You haven't been trying to make money doing something that's actually fulfilling. Whatever it is, right? Everyone's going to have their own things that they haven't been doing. Okay? Take inventory right now. Take an assessment of yourself. Why are you not totally happy where you're at? And what is it that you have not been doing? I don't want to know what you have been doing, what you have not been doing. Okay, so figure that out today. And by the way, on every episode, I have all this in the show notes. So if you're ever like on a walk or in the car, doing the dishes or around the house or whatever, always know that you can come back to it and go down in the notes, because I give a summary of everything. I don't give the full information, but I do give a summary. So I'll have these listed out. So the first one, as I said, is to take inventory and understand what you haven't been doing, which will lead you to why you aren't where you want to be right this minute. Okay. Maybe it's simply that you just haven't been following your heart with something. You haven't been following fulfillment. Or maybe it's that you haven't been investing in yourself, right? Some new business owners start and they never reach out for help. I'm telling you now, as a new business owner, you have to get some help somehow. And sometimes it's hard because you don't have any money and you're just starting. But I'm telling you now, it's like when I always talk about you go to Vegas and you go with a set amount of money, put some money aside and know that you have it. You need to invest in yourself and get help. So I have set out to make my programs within reach for new business owners, but I'm going to have to tell you that you have to pony up at some point and pay for help. You're going to have to get other eyeballs on your business, okay? So I don't know how I got sidetracked to that, but my point was understand what you haven't been doing. And if your problem has been that you haven't invested in yourself or you haven't gotten help from someone that can guide you, it's time, okay? It's time. Number 2, realize that you have to create your own opportunity and you have to start being proactive instead of reactive. So everything that you're doing in a given day, And I know moms have a hard time with this, right? I'm a mom. It's hard not to be reactive. Somebody gets sick at school, you have to get them, or somebody got COVID, or somebody hurt their leg, or the dog needs to go here. I mean, there's a million things that we have to be reactive about, right? But with this business, you need to be proactive. So what do? You set out a plan for your day. Do you have to live by it every second? No. But do you have action steps that you need to start doing? Do you have things that you need to start researching? Do you need to start actually building your website or sending your first email? Whatever it is, you have to imperfectly do it. And I talk about this. I would like everything to be perfect. I would like to tell you that I do everything perfect and that we must start our businesses perfectly. But the fact is we can't, because this is the whole process of starting. When you start anything, it's not perfect. So you're taking imperfect action. Okay. And if you're in my Facebook group, every Monday I do a post and it's for you individually. It's not because everyone wants to know your business, right? It's because you are committing to taking action that week and get stuff done. You're holding yourself accountable and you're announcing it to the world as another level of accountability, right? So if you're not in my Facebook group, you need to get in ASAP, and there's a link below. There's amazing women in there, all taking courageous steps, imperfectly trying to get their businesses up and running and make money doing what they love. So I'm inviting you right now. I'd love for you to be in there. So proactive versus reactive. Again, this is you proactively doing things to grow your business because why? Because you're not on American Idol. You're not on The Voice. You're not Justin Bieber on YouTube. No one is coming to pick you out of the crowd. You have to do this. Okay, number 3, you need to surround yourself with people who are in the same zone. They're dreamers. They're people pursuing passion, pursuing purpose, pursuing their business dream. Surround yourself with those people. They will motivate you. They will make you better. That's why I created the Facebook group, right? It's a free group. This is nothing that I charge for, that any of these groups charge for, right? Because it's a way to bring people together. And by the way, Facebook has a huge focus on groups because they know that our world has become so disconnected. And this is one positive way through social media to be able to bring people together who value the same things, right? And connect and learn and get motivated. And when you're all striving for more, it's so motivating. Do you know those people in your life that just are not motivated? And isn't it sad when you watch them, you know that they have all these abilities and strengths and they actually have resources to be able to move forward with any kind of thing in their life, but they just don't? And isn't it sad, right? They just never take steps to be proactive. They're just being reactive about life. And isn't it a buzzkill? Isn't it just depressing? Because you're looking at them going, what are you doing? You're being reactive. Have you ever thought about it, that that's what those people are being, just reactive to life? They're not proactive. They're not making efforts to make progress in their life, right? But you are. That's why you're here. No one is listening to this who doesn't want to be proactive. It's just maybe that you haven't been. So now's the time. Now's the time to say, I'm going to be proactive instead of reactive about how I'm getting this business going and up and running and off the ground and growing so I can make money doing what I love, right? So let me review and then I'll go to the 4th one. Okay. Understand what you haven't been doing. Face the facts on what you haven't been doing that you've been scared to do, or that you've been hesitant, or that you've felt low self-confidence about, whatever it is. Okay. Just assess for yourself what you haven't been doing that could have helped you get further, that could have helped you progress. Okay. That's number 1. Number 2, start being proactive versus reactive. Okay. Proactive because you're going to take active steps. The 3rd thing is surround yourself with people who are motivated too, and especially motivated entrepreneurs. And that's why I'd love for you to be in my Facebook group, because that's who is in there. They're all taking proactive steps. Okay. The 4th thing you need to do is to work with what you have. Okay. Work with what you have, right? If you have to start doing video, don't stall and try to buy a fancy camera and figure out all the lights and figure out all this. You can start with your phone. If you need to get your products up, you can start on social media, posting your products, or get an Etsy store. Okay. You don't have to have a fancy website right this minute. You can be building that in the background. Okay. Don't let all of this vision stall you from progress, right? It's going to prevent you from making progress. We need the vision. Don't get me wrong. We all need the big dream, the big audacious goals, the dreams, if you have a vision board, whatever it is, right? You have this yearning for your business. You know where you want it to be. It's just like decorating your house. I always think about that. I look in my living room and I'm like, I've always wanted to change X, Y, and Z. I want new accessories on those shelves, but I haven't done it. I haven't been proactive, but I have a vision. And when I find some reason that I need to spend the money to update my living room, I will. But you know what? I don't have a reason. With your business, you have a reason. You want to make a difference in this world through your business, and you want to make money. You want to make money doing this so you can quit your job, or this can be your part-time job, or you can do something now with the kids at home, or maybe you're about to graduate college and you want this to be your business. Y'all, we have Facebook group members in my group that are not even 21, 20. They're in college. They're starting clothing lines. So shout out to the girls in my group, right? We've got young to mature in my group, right? It doesn't matter your age. Doesn't matter your life stage. We've all got the same mindset. We want something more for our life, but we also know that we have a yearning inside. Am I right? We all have a yearning inside to do this, to create. Your business is art, right? Whether you are actually making something with your hands or not, this podcast is an art form. I don't consider myself an artist by any means, but it is an art. It's an expression of oneself, right? Of one's inner being. Of our soul. I think that's what your business is. This is so deep. Do y'all think this is deep? I do. This is deep. This episode. Okay, I don't know what happened. I'm actually recording this late at night. Is it because we kind of get a little more grouchy at night? So I'm like being really forceful about this podcast episode? I have no idea. Anyways, start putting in the work with what you have. Don't keep thinking that you have to have everything perfect, like I've said a million times before. Don't think that you have to have all the bells and whistles. Don't suffer shiny object syndrome, which I've done a podcast episode on that, because people get distracted because you want all these fancy things and you want everything to be perfect. You have to just start taking action. Okay? So I'm going to review one more time. Okay? Number one, first of all, so remember, in summary, no one is coming to save you or your business. This is your time to create the opportunity for yourself in these 4 steps. Number one, understand why you're not where you want to be today by taking inventory of what you haven't done. There's a reason you've not achieved or done what you wanted to do, or the reason why you don't feel fulfilled. Take inventory of that. Write it out. See what it is. Then start taking steps to be proactive instead of reactive. Instead of sitting back and saying, this just stinks. I have to have my 9 to 5 because of this or that, or I'm too busy with kids. Instead, say, how can I be proactive? How can I arrange my schedule? What can I do? Who can I talk to? Can I join Kimberly's Just Start program to help me kickstart my business and get everything going right? What can I be doing? Right? Can I join the Facebook group so I can start learning from other women in the group? Okay, that's the second thing. Third, well, that was the third thing too. Connecting with people who are driven as well. Okay, so proactive versus reactive, and then connecting with others. That's the third one. You can do that through Facebook groups. You can have your own meetup groups. You can have your own masterminds. You can connect with other business owners, or even if they're not business owners, it's just people in your life that are driven. Surround yourself with people that are motivated and going places, because it's going to help you stay motivated and stay top of your game so that you don't ever fall back, right? And the fourth thing you can do is start doing with what you have. Whatever you have right now, get going, start taking steps forward. That's how you can save yourself, ladies and gentlemen, because no one is going to pick you out of a crowd, okay, and save you and spot you from afar and say you're the best business owner that's ever lived.
Like, it's not going to happen. Today, you're taking charge. I am so happy you're here. I'm so glad that you have listened today. Sorry if I went on some tangents. Sometimes that just happens, right? So again, make sure you check out the Just Start Academy because you could get in the next session if you want to get your business off the ground and start making money. Other than that, that's it. Y'all have a great day. Again, everything is down below. All the links, all the show notes, all of the links to the Facebook group, all that good stuff. So y'all have a wonderful day. Bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.